kids! Welcome to Bloomcast. Hope you're doing good and having loads of fun. And I'm also having fun. My name is Ritika Tyagi and I'm an English educator at Bloomcap. And today I will tell you a bit about myself also, don't worry. I have been teaching English since 4 years. I have been a personality development trainer. I have been a content writer as well. Today I'm going to be your buddy. So are you ready for it? Ready? Yes. Well done. So let's move towards the topic. What is the topic of today's session? Any guesses? Yes. So today we are going to learn tips to excel in punctuation. So kids, देखो होता क्या है, हमें sentences लिखने आ जाते हैं, but जब हमें एक बहुत बड़ा पैराग्राफ लिखना पड़ता है, हम कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं कि हमें कॉमा कहाँ लगाना है, फुल स्टॉप कहाँ लगाना है, क्या वो सही लगाए, और उसकी वजह से हमारे मार्क्स कट हो जाते हैं. And you know what? I'll tell you one more important thing, kids, that in punctuation is not only important in writing, but it is very important in speaking also. Because it tells you the rhythm of speaking, what kind of way you should speak when you see a punctuation. So, today all your problems will be solved. Be tension free. आज सारी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएंगी और हम पंचुएशन के मास्टर्स बन जाएंगे. कोई हमसे बोलेगा ना पंचुएशन क्या होता है, मुझे बैठ के सिखा देंगे. अच्छा मैं बताता हूँ पंचुएशन क्या होता है, या मैं बताती हूँ. राइट? So let's get started ahead. So most basic question, what are punctuations? You must be thinking, ma'am, इसके अलावा कुछ, right? But don't worry, we'll do a quick revision of it. As all my smart kids know, punctuations are the symbols that we use in the middle or at the end of a sentence to give it a proper structure and meaning while we are speaking and writing. See, it is very important. Punctuations बहुत important होते हैं kids. अगर आपने गलत punctuation लगाया ना, तो आपकी बोलने का तरीका भी गलत हो सकता है. So that's why they are too much important in writing also and in speaking as well, and even reading. Now, I know you all know these punctuations, but let's take up some examples. So just brush up your mind. We have full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, comma, and I would request every one of you to take a notebook and a pencil now. Okay? Because I'll tell you some tricks and you can just write it down. Listen to me, मुझे सुनना जरूर, but जो important लगता है उसे लिखना भी. Okay? Because हम एक practice भी करेंगे, तो आप उसे check भी कर सकते हैं वो कितना समझ में आया. So now let's move ahead and let's learn these punctuations and their uses through simple tricks. Why I'm saying uses? मैं uses क्यों कह रही हूँ? The reason is very simple. Think, if you have something, you buy a very new laptop, advanced laptop, but you're not able to use it. Why? Because you have not read the manual. So you cannot use it fully. And you can use some features, but not all the advanced features. So today, same for punctuation, we are having this manual session and you will learn about its uses. So first off, everybody knows it. Yeah. This is the most used punctuation, I could say. And it is just a dot like this. I'm drawing a very little dot, but it's a dot, minute dots, right? So full stop एक सिर्फ dot होता है, लेकिन उस dot के अलावा सिर्फ उसकी significance इससे बहुत ज्यादा है. क्या है उसे देखते हैं अब हम. So full stop is a small dot that we place at the end of sentence or statement to end it. Simple. अगर मैं एक sentence बोलती हूँ, I want to eat mangoes. Full stop. वो सेंटेंस कंप्लीट होता दिखाता है. फुल स्टॉप की ड्यूटी यही है, ये बताता है ये एक सेंटेंस है और ये एंड हो चुका है. अब इसके बाद आप दूसरा सेंटेंस स्टार्ट कर सकते हो. नाउ यू नो व्हाई दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. क्यों चाहिए हमें फुल स्टॉप? मैम क्या जरूरत है, ऐसे ही लिख दो दूसरा. इस वजह से चाहिए, अगर आप फुल स्टॉप नहीं लगाओगे ना, तो वो एक सेंटेंस इतना नहीं रहेगा, वो इतना लंबा हो जाएगा विदाउट फुल स्टॉप और आप समझ भी नहीं पाओगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर फुल स्टॉप नहीं होगा, ठीक है, तो हम कैसे बोलेंगे? आई वॉन्ट टू ईट मैंगोज, कैन यू गिव मी सम मैंगोज? ओके, आई वॉन्ट टू ईट मैंगो जूस एज वेल. विदाउट ब्रेक. ब्रेक ही नहीं आता बीच में, राइट? उस ब्रेक को लाने के लिए हम फुल स्टॉप लगाते हैं. आई वॉन्ट टू ईट मैंगोज, कैन यू गिव मी सम मैंगोज? सो ये ब्रेक आता है. सो रिमेंबर दिस चैम्प्स that whenever you are writing a sentence, it should end with the punctuation. Okay, and mostly I'll tell you the trick for it as well, but let's look at the examples first. So the example is, My father is cleaning the garden. Blue is my favorite color. अब सोचो चैम्प्स, अगर मैं इन दोनों में से फुल स्टॉप हटा दूं, मैं इनमें से फुल स्टॉप रिमूव कर रही हूँ. कैन यू सी? मैंने फुल स्टॉप क्या करा? रिमूव कर दिया. अब इस फुल स्टॉप को रिमूव करने के बाद अगर मैं इन दोनों सेंटेंस को बिल्कुल चिपका के पढ़ूं तो कैसा होगा? माई फादर इज क्लीनिंग द गार्डन, ब्लू इज माई फेवरेट कलर. मैच ही नहीं बैठ रहा है, ये लग ही नहीं रहा है. अच्छे दो डिफरेंट सेंटेंसेस हैं, बहुत टाइम लगेगा इनका मीनिंग समझने में. सो रिमेंबर, फुल स्टॉप इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू एंड द सेंटेंस. Now, champs, let's look at an amazing trick. Now, the trick, I said it actually earlier only. Most of the sentences end with full stop only. Basic sentences will always end. Even if you are using a punctuation in between the sentence, the end is mostly with this. So remember, you can say full stop is the grandfather or the great grandfather of the punctuation family. You will find him everywhere and giving gyan to everyone. Right? So see, what happens is that, see, we have elder people, they advise us in so many things, right? Our grandfathers, great grandfathers, they have so much knowledge and they advise us. Same you can think for full stop. It has so much knowledge and he is advising us. Okay? So now question mark. So I don't think I need to tell you the symbol for it, but still I'll draw it for you guys. And this is a question mark. Question dot. Right? So where do we use a question mark? You must be thinking, ma'am, what a silly question. We all know. Yes, I know my champs are very great and they know everything. So we place a question mark at the end of any question. Simple. This is the only trick for question mark. जैसे ही question दिखता है, put a question mark. That's it. ज़्यादा सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है. Question mark is the easiest of the punctuations. अगर आप क्वेश्चन मार्क नहीं लगाओगे तो क्या होगा? What will happen if you don't put a question mark at the end of a question? It will become a sentence. Right? For example, I'll show you the example as well first. Here is the example. Okay, see carefully. Who gave you this? If I remove this, this will become a sentence automatically. Who gave you this? And even when you speak it, the emphasis will not come. Obviously, we know that it has a question, so it will be a question mark. But people who don't know, when they will read it, they will get confused. The meaning gets totally changed. From a question, it becomes a sentence. So remember to put question mark always at the end of the question, not everywhere. Okay, so good examples are given. Who gave you this? Why are you making noise? Right? I should use this, but no, you're not making noises. Okay, so now I'll give you again. I said the trick of that is very simple. You have to use the question mark at the end of WH questions, yes, no questions, and how questions. Mostly the questions are like this only. WH questions कौन से होता है? What, when, where, why, where, and a lot of them. मैंने कुछ repeat भी कर दिए, but still, what, when, who, where, why. Main ये 5 होते हैं. Yes, no, how. ये जब आपको starting of the sentence या कहीं भी दिखता है, समझ जाओ end में question mark लगाना है. This is the trick. Okay, champs? So, exclamation mark. See, why I'm doing this quickly is that I know you already know it. Just I want to explain you them in a short summary so that you don't forget it and you have a good grasp. और आपको इसके बाद इसके आगे कभी भी इसे पढ़ना ना पड़े. Right? So, exclamation mark. This is my favorite one. I love this. Okay. So, the exclamation mark is used to indicate an expression of a strong feeling. एक बहुत ही strong feeling को express करने के लिए हम इसे use करते हैं. For example, think of it. Exclamation mark वो excitement वाला punctuation है जिसे आप put ना करो ना तो आपकी feeling खत्म हो जाती है sentence से. For example, if I say a sentence like this, I am happy today. This is a sentence without exclamation mark. But अगर sentence में आपने exclamation mark लगा दिया, I am today. कौन सा better है? First or second? Second, right? So remember, exclamation mark मेरा भी इससे फेवरेट है. जैसे मैं loudly express करती हूँ खुद को, ऐसे ये हमारी feelings जो आप sentence में mention कर रहे हो उसे loudly express करता है. So आपकी feelings क्या होती हैं? Happiness, excitement. अब हमेशा happiness, excitement नहीं होता है, sad feelings भी होती है. Sorrow, joy, shock, like this. Oh no! I broke the vase. Now mama is going to scold me, right? So this happens. Remember it. So I'll show you one again a trick. See, exclamation is mark is not necessary that it will be used at the end of the sentence. It can be used immediately after you have mentioned the feeling. जैसे आप feeling mention करोगे वो एकदम उसके बाद आ सकता है. For example, you can write this in both the ways. I have passed the exam. Okay. Hooray! You put an exclamation mark, right? But if I write it like this, hooray! I have passed the exam. It's again going to be the same. And I think the second one sounds better, right? So remember this, champs. Exclamation mark can be put in between the sentences, like after the feeling directly. It's not mentioned that, okay, it should be at the end of sentence. No, after the feeling. So now let's move ahead quickly. And we have some examples and you can see it is such a beautiful day. अगर exclamation mark नहीं होता तो कैसे हो जाता? It is such a beautiful day. Sentence की तरह बोलते. But हम इसे पढ़ रहे हैं तो एक feeling की तरह बोल रहे हैं. It is such a beautiful day. So exclamation mark equals to strong feeling. Hooray! We won the match. Now I'll also show you some of the exclamations that you can use. For excitement, you can use hooray. Write it in your notebooks if you wish. Sorrow के लिए you can use Allah. जब आप happy होते हो, you can also use yippee. Not yippee noodles. Yippee. Remember that. Okay? Mistake, you can use oh no, I did it again. I did a silly mistake in my exam. I used to do it a lot. Okay? So let's move ahead. There. Comma is you can say a little buddy of full stop. It is actually helping the so full stop to be repeated again and again in a sentence. How? See, comma is basically used to separate the words in a list or a set of sentences. Now, what happens, children? Think. Obviously, we are growing up. Now, you are grown ups, right? Now, when you're writing sentences, if you write sentences like this, I'll give you one example. If you are writing sentences like this, I have toys. I like to play with toys. My favorite toy is Spider-Man. It's looking like very kiddish, right? You're just writing dot, 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 dot again. It's not looking like you're writing in a flow. The flow is missing. How we can write that flow? We can write it by using the punctuation comma. This comma is used to separate the list or the set of sentences. It's very simple, champs. Don't get hectic about it. Instead of writing like this, you can just write like this. I have toys. I like to play with toys, right? So I is also repeating. So instead of writing this, you can even write I like to play with toys and just put a comma and write my favorite toy is Spider-Man. It's connecting the sentences, right? So remember, it can connect words also and this, but it is used to separate them. Instead of full stop, you're using a comma to get the flow. Now let's move ahead and I'll show you one more interesting thing about it. It is placed between two sets of sentences or words to separate them from each other. Remember this? Two sets of sentences, phrases भी हो सकते हैं, but सेट होना चाहिए. ये नहीं है कि आपने कहीं भी प्लेस कर दिया कॉमा. कॉमा की भी एक वो है. आपको ये दिमाग से रखना पड़ेगा कि फुल स्टॉप और कॉमा कहाँ कहाँ प्लेस होंगे. सो ट्रिक ये है, कॉमा एज अ कंजंक्शन एक्ट करता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई विल शो यू दिस. Instead, a conjunction I think is सबने सुना होगा, and this is a conjunction. Instead of writing like this, I like to eat mango and banana and strawberry and pineapple. Instead of writing and again, you can, in place of these first two and, you can just replace comma. Mango, banana. At last, you can keep and because it's suitable, and pineapple. and it was not looking good. I like to eat mango and banana and strawberry and pineapple. I like to eat mango, banana, strawberry and pineapple. Flow comes. So basically, remember, full stop is not a can never be act as a conjunction. Comma acts as a conjunction. This is the trick to differentiate. Now, for example, see, I need pen, paper, and colors. Seema, Geeta, and Meena are my friends. Now, points to remember for all these punctuation marks that we have done. After you have completed a sentence stamp, whether it's a full stop that you are placing, whether it's exclamation mark you are placing, whether it's a question mark you are placing, the next word of the next question or sentence should start with a capital letter. जब आप स्टॉप फुल स्टॉप लगाते हो, क्वेश्चन मार्क प्लेस करते हो, एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क प्लेस करते हो, कॉमा करते हो, और वो एंड में आता है, नॉट कॉमा, फुल स्टॉप, क्वेश्चन ऑफ एक्सक्लेमेशन, ठीक है? उसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस या क्वेश्चन आप लिखोगे या कंटिन्यू में लिखोगे, उसका फर्स्ट वर्ड का लेटर हमेशा कैपिटल लेटर होना चाहिए, और ऑब्वियसली अगर प्रॉपर नाउन है तो हमेशा ही कैपिटल लेटर रहता है. तो आज मैं आपको एक दो न्यू पंक्चुएशन सिखाने वाली हूँ. गेट एक्साइटेड. So don't feel that, oh ma'am, all these are boring ones. No, interesting ones. Colons. I don't think you must have heard about them, but colons are very interesting. See, what are colons? You know, before this, okay, I'll give you one example so that you understand this. जब हमारे स्कूल में फंक्शंस होते हैं, दैट ग्रैंड फिनाले फंक्शंस एंड ग्रैंड फेस्ट, अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स इन डिफरेंट स्कूल्स, वी कॉल इट विद डिफरेंट नेम्स. सो देयर इज अ सेरेमनी व्हेन यू गिव awards to the students, right? Academic year awards. So on the the portal where everybody is standing, and at the podium, when the speaker who is saying, they say like this. So today, now we would like to present the awards to the masters or the excellent students of R. They read it like this, right? I don't think I'm reading from down over here only. Excellent students of academic year 2021 to 2022. And then they start picking names, right? So they are introducing. So colon is for same. They introduce things. They introduced a new thing, a new list of things, a new sentence, or a new thing which is related to the previous one. See, we use colons at the end of sentence to introduce a new topic or list. Now the trick is, colon is placed after a complete sentence, and it is also used between two sentences if only the second sentence is in the sequence of the first one. Think, agar main aise bol दूं, okay, I'll just show you one example of the sentence. Okay, if I write like this, I want to go to school, and if I place a semicolon and I write, I am hungry. Logic? No. Is it connecting? No. But if I would have written like this, I want to go to school, please give me my school bag. It is connecting. वो स्कूल जा रहा है, इस वजह से तो स्कूल बैग चाहिए. तो अगर आप सेमी कोलन, देखो अगर एक लिस्ट है या कोई चीज नई इंट्रोड्यूस कर दे तो कोलन आप समझ जाओ. अगर भाई लिस्ट का इंट्रोड्यूस करना है तो एकदम कोलन लगेगी, समझ जाओ. बट अगर आप उसे दो सेंटेंसेस के बीच में यूज करते हो बेटा, तो रिमेंबर दैट यू हैव टू पुट अ कोलन ओनली अगर जो सेकंड सेंटेंस है वो फर्स्ट से कनेक्ट हो रहा है, वो एक सीक्वेंस में है. जैसे ये चीज हो रही है, इस वजह से ये वाली चीज हो रही है. उसे स्कूल जाना, इस वजह से उसको स्कूल बैग मांग रहा है. उसे स्कूल जाने से भूख नहीं लग रही है. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट. अंडरस्टूड? This is very simple. Now I'll show you examples for the same. My marks are as follow. एक सेंटेंस का बीच का एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपको दिखाया, बीच में कैसे यूज करते हैं. You will use colons only when the two sets of sentences are in the sequence. Now, semicolons. So, जो semicolons है ना, basically मैं आपको एक चीज बताती हूँ. Semicolons एक मिक्सचर है, एक मिक्सचर है कॉमा और कोलन्स का. देखो साइन में भी दिखाई देगा. So semicolons or colons were discussing with each other. Okay, yeah, let's make our own punctuation together. We are best friends and we'll make it. So comma said, I want myself in the punctuation also. So semicolon said, okay, let's do one thing. I will give you place in the punctuation and let's keep the name semicolon. So semi means comma, colon will be the dot. So that is why we have this symbol. Okay. I know it was a very bad study, but it's good to remember. It will help you a lot. Semicolon. This is comma and this is for colon. Now, what is the use of the semicolon? Let's see. We use semicolons instead of full stop to separate two main phrases which have same meaning but different grammatical usage. Don't get confused. अब आप ये बोलोगे मैम ये तो colon जैसा ही हो गया. No. I'll differentiate it. Don't worry. So, see how it's different. I'll move first to this. Yes, this is the example. Okay. Spanish is spoken throughout the South America. In Brazil, the main language is Portuguese. So, what happens? We use a semicolon, kids, when you are not putting a full stop to sentence to separate two phrases. These are the two phrases. I have not used full stop for them. Instead, I have used a semicolon. Another thing to remember here is that semicolon is used only between the two sentences or two set of phrases where grammatical usage is different. How it's different, I'll show you. Spanish is spoken throughout South America. Spoken is spoken. Which tense? Who can tell me? Write it in your notebooks if you know it. It's present perfect tense. Is spoken. Then we have in Brazil, the main language is Portuguese. And it's only simple. It's present tense, simple present tense. Right? So this is the grammatical usage is totally different. In this, we are having third form of the verb. Right? So remember this, champs, that it is very important to remain in your mind. Semicolons will only be used when the sentences have same topic. The topic is language of countries. But grammatical usage is different. It is different tenses are used and different form of verbs are used, right? And in colons, what you have a sequence. Their grammatical usage should be same and it is like a process happening. जैसे खाना बनाता है ना, इस स्टेप के बाद ये स्टेप, उसमें यही है, इस सेंटेंस के बाद अच्छा इसमें ये हो रहा है. कोलन्स वहां यूज होते हैं. सेमीकोलन डिफरेंट सेंटेंसेस को कनेक्ट करने के लिए यूज हो सकते हैं जिनके पास डिफरेंट ग्रामर है. बट जस्ट रिमेंबर उनकी ग्रामेटिकल यूसेज डिफरेंट होनी चाहिए और टॉपिक एक तरीके से सेम होना चाहिए. इनका टॉपिक लैंग्वेज ऑफ कंट्री सेम. क्लियर? यस? Simple. Don't pressurize yourself. See, the one of the best things I would just tell you is that semicolon can also be used place of conjunctions. See, in this sentence, I can also write Spanish is spoken throughout South America and in Brazil, the main language is Portuguese. And I can use. But why to use when you have semicolons? Okay. So, sorry. So now we have some interesting facts. Let's give you a pause. सेमीकोलन्स और कोलन्स क्लियर होने चाहिए. कोलन्स हम यूज करते हैं जब हम कोई चीज इंट्रोड्यूस करने जा रहे हो, नहीं, ठीक है, जब हम लिस्ट इंट्रोड्यूस करने जा रहे हो या फिर हम न्यू टॉपिक इंट्रोड्यूस करने जा रहे हो या फिर वो सेंटेंसेस के बीच में जब यूज करोगे वे, जब आप क्या करने वाले हो, जब वो दो सेंटेंसेस आर इन अ सीक्वेंस. दे आर नॉट सेपरेट, दे आर इन अ सीक्वेंस. And semicolon is used in place of conjunctions also. And remember, these sentences in which semicolon is used, the topic is same, but grammatical usage is different. Now, the interesting facts are, semicolons are not completely used in contemporary English. Full stops and commas are more common. See, full stops and commas सबसे easy होता है, तो हम सबसे ज़्यादा उन्हें use करते हैं. Semicolons basic English में mostly use नहीं किए जाते हैं. But I want all you to become proficient in that. Not because you have to learn it, because it's a good thing. See, never think that any language is less important. Learn every language that you love, whether it's Hindi, English, Spanish, or any other language of your choice. But learn with full dedication. Don't leave it alone like that. Now it's time to do an activity, right? A fun activity that will help you to do practical approach towards learning. मैं explain कर दूंगी बेटा, लेकिन अगर practical approach नहीं आया, so then it's a problem. So I'll just share the screen with you guys. Just a second. Here it is. Hopefully you can see it. Okay. So we'll start with the question number 1. I'll zoom in bit. For each of the following sentence, pick the correct one. I'm giving you 10 seconds for each. Come on. First, the first one. A, go west 3 blocks and turn right. B, go west 3 blocks and turn right. C, go west 3 blocks and turn right. Okay, 10 seconds are up. So what is the correct answer? A, B or C? Write it in your notebooks. It would be A. A is the correct answer. Why? First of all, B will be totally wrong because west is having, it's a proper noun. Or remember, north, south, east, west should be in capital. It's a proper noun. Right? So B तो इस वजह से हट ही गया है. Now, champs, see. It is not always necessary to put a comma or a punctuation everywhere, like conjunctions. See, I am having only 2 things. So I can just put and, right? Why to put a comma and? So it's totally wrong. And comma is used in place of conjunctions. So and comma together are not required. So A is the correct answer. Let's move to the next. Again, 10 seconds. Yes, sir, I will do it immediately. Yes, I'll do it immediately. Yes, I'll do it immediately. Yes, I'll do it immediately. We say it when we have to submit homework. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, I'm doing it immediately. Okay, quick, everybody. So the answer to this one is D. Option D is correct. Yes, I'll do it immediately. Why? I'll tell you. See, champs. Yes, sir, I will do it immediately. इतने pauses लेके नहीं बोलते हम. So कभी कभी punctuations का ही अगर एक trick समझ लिया ना, उन्हें बोल के देखा करो, पता लगता है. So these two are definitely wrong. Now you must be thinking, ठीक है मैम, चलो yes के बाद comma नहीं आएगा, but B में क्यों? Sir should be capital S, भाई. Right? It's a proper noun. You're referring, yes, sir. Referring to that, sir. Okay? So, yes, sir, I will do it immediately. Okay? Now, third one, quickly. Quickly do it, champs. Wonderful. Okay, everybody. Now, I'll tell you the answer to this as well. The answer to this is C. The mayor frowned. He didn't like what he saw. Why we have put this semicolon? It's in joining 2 sentences, champs, right? And they have different kind of grammatical usage as well. The mayor frowned. He didn't like what he saw. So C would be the answer to this. Okay, remember it. And obviously, just remember semicolons is used as a conjunctions as well. So there, instead of using because, we have used the semicolon. Put this sentence. Okay. Now let's move to the fourth one. Do it quickly. Again, 10 seconds. Okay, I'll tell you now. Don't get scared, okay? 1 second. Oh, we went up. We were on fourth one. Yeah. Okay. So, fourth. The correct answer would be A. Why? I'll tell you. Read. Although we have a component staff, bottlenecks do occur. Although we have a component staff, bottlenecks do occur. Although we have a component staff, bottlenecks do occur. तो अब आप ये देख लो, जिन सेंटेंसेस में स्टाफ कैपिटल लेटर है वो तो टोटली इनकरेक्ट है. क्यों? स्टाफ इज अ कॉमन नाउन. व्हाई वी हैव टू प्लेस इट इन अ प्रॉपर नाउन? क्लियर? तो अब सी और डी तो इस वजह से एलिमिनेट हो गए. बेटा ये आप ध्यान रखना कि कैपिटल लेटर्स की वजह से सबसे ज्यादा पंक्चुएशन हेल्प करता है. कैपिटल लेटर, स्मॉल लेटर, ये एक बहुत अच्छा एलिमिनेशन ट्रिक है. तो सेंटेंसेस में पहले ये देख लिया करो कि कहीं कॉमन नाउन को कैपिटल तो नहीं बना रखा है, या प्रॉपर नाउन को स्मॉल लेटर से तो नहीं लिख रखा है. सो और उसे एकदम एलिमिनेट कर सकते हो, आप दिमाग लाने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी फिर. अब ए और बी है. Although we have a component staff, bottlenecks to occur. It's a continuation. Again, so we this. बेटा जब वो कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं ना सेंटेंसेस, याद रखो कि उसमें मोस्टली वो लगना है. ओके, सो फिफ्थ, quickly 10 seconds. Quick, everybody. And after this, we have last question. Don't worry. Okay, now let's come. So in fifth, what is the answer? B is the answer. I did not receive the order, therefore I will not pay the bill. Sequence है ना, प्रोसेस चल रहा है, मुझे ऑर्डर नहीं मिला इस वजह से मैं बिल पे नहीं कर रहा हूँ. सीक्वेंस है, दे आर कनेक्टिंग. Okay, so this is, you have to keep in your mind, champs. It's very important. Another thing to keep in mind over here is that sometimes you have to pick wisely. Okay, अब आप इसमें बहुत कंफ्यूज हो सकते हो कि मैम हम ये क्यों नहीं पिक कर रहे हैं, सेमीकोलन भी तो कनेक्ट करवाता है. But I'll tell you the difference. What is the difference? The difference is that if you carefully see over here, if you're picking this colons, it is introducing something new. I did not receive the order, I will not pay the bill. ये नई चीज आ गई ना, वो बिल ही नहीं पे कर रहा. और सेमीकोलन में क्या होता है, टॉपिक सेम रहता है. इसमें टॉपिक सेम नहीं है, इसमें हम बिल की बात कर रहे हैं, इसमें मॉडल की बात कर रहे हैं. वो अब आप जबरदस्ती कनेक्शन बिल्डअप कर सकते हैं हम क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग से, बट यू डोंट हैव टू डू दैट. जस्ट रिमेंबर, जैसे ही कोई चीज नई आ रही है ना, अच्छा एक ऑर्डर से बिल पे आ गए, कोलन आएगा. ओके, 6, quickly do it, champs. You can do this. This is very easy. This is very easy. For this 5 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds are over. It is going to be A. Why? Introducing a list. Beer. A new topic over here. सब बाकी सारे क्यों गलत है? Obviously, कॉमा कॉमा नहीं आना है. ठीक है, यहाँ पे कॉमा नहीं दे रखा है. We offer a variety of drinks. For instance, beer. You are introducing a thing to them. Beer. तो colon आएगा. Okay, everybody? So this was all about punctuations, and you all have mastered in it. And I believe one thing, that punctuation needs a lot of practice, kids. Now, the practice I am asking, 1 second, I'll share the screen with you guys once again. The practice I am asking you is not just a simple one that, okay, you can do it or something. No, do it in writing. Write long paragraphs, then read it, check it, you will get that. Okay, so hope you like today's session, and keep joining to the other sessions as well, because we are going to have a lot of fun in all the sessions. So take care of yourself, take care of your family, and have fun. Good to learn English. Bye bye.